Hi, welcome to Pickleball Yogi. I'm Carrie, and today we are going to do a short rolling session together. And in this session, we will cover the feet, the calves, the hips, and the upper back. You'll need a few props for the session, so I would like you to grab 2 yoga blocks. If you don't have those, that's okay. You can use 2 books. We'll also be using a ball. And if you don't have a yoga ball, you can use a tennis ball. I'm going to use the yoga ball, so I'll pass this one off to you. Alrighty, we are going to get started by standing up. Place the ball underneath your right foot. We'll place the ball underneath the ball of the foot, so let the toes round over the ball and the heel comes down. Then you'll slowly rock the ball side to side with the toes curling over the ball. So you're applying medium pressure to the ball. And as you roll, think about having a nice tall upright spine. And then if you're feeling a little bit wobbly, you can place your hand on a chair or a wall. Also, I highly recommend bare feet and not socks. Socks are super slippery. So once we roll the ball of the foot, we're going to come to the middle of the foot and do some circles. So again, this can feel a little wobbly. You're going to just slowly roll in a circle, holding on to something if you're feeling unbalanced. Relax the hands, relax the shoulders, relax the breath. Roll in both directions. Okay, and then we will place the heel on the ball, pressing the toes down on the floor, heel on the ball. Once that's in place, you can rock side to side, getting the inner and outer edges of your heel. The ball might shoot out. That happens. You'll just put it right back under and start again. Okay. Hopefully this feels pretty good. We're going to switch feet. So again, the toes are going to curl and round over the ball. Heel comes down. Think about nice, tall, upright posture. Try to be balanced in the way you're standing. And then just gently rock side to side, inner to outer edge of the toe area. And why do we roll? Rolling is self-targeted, gentle massage, basically, also called myofascial release. Once you roll that part of the foot, we're going to come to the center and do circles, nice and slow. I mean, you can do them fast, it's fine, but I think it's more effective if you slow the movement down. So after a long day on the courts of playing pickleball, or after standing for a long time or wearing shoes that aren't super comfortable, you can do some rolling on your feet. Roll the other way, circle the other way. And lastly, we'll come to the heel. Toes are down, heels on the ball. Press down about medium pressure. Rock side to side. This should feel pretty good. Like I said, if it doesn't, it just means you're not used to it. It does feel better over time. This is self-care. It's really important to do some self-care, especially when things are a little bit crazy, a little bit swirling around us. Just take some time, think about yourself, and roll. Okay, next we're going to target the calves. So for the calves, you're going to need 2 blocks and a ball. We're going to come down to the mat for this one. Alrighty, take your 2 blocks or your books if you don't have blocks. Set them on the mat. Place the ball on top of the blocks. Okay, I'm going to come to my seat. And I'll start with my left calf this time. So I can be upright with my hands behind me, leaning back. The ball is underneath my calf. I'm just kind of leaning back gently, trying not to scrunch the shoulders, just still be sort of strong in the shoulders. And then start to rock side to side in your calf muscle. You might find some knots. It can feel a little bit tender. So rocking side to side is one option, or trying some circles. Try to really get the outer and inner edges of the calf muscle. And I know this can feel pretty intense if you're not used to it, but that's okay. Just stick with it, keep breathing. So I found a little knot. I'm going to pause and hold. And when I find this knot, I'm pointing and flexing my foot. And breathing. Try to have a soft expression on the face because it can get, you can start gripping in the face. You can also start circling the foot. Good, okay. Now we're going to switch to the other side. So you might need to make a little adjustment on the mat. Now I'm doing my right side. So for this one, I'm going to actually lie down. It's another way to do this. So I'm going to lie all the way down. I'm going to just leave this left leg nice and loose and long while I start to circle the calf muscle of the right side. And I like lying down because it's relaxing on my shoulders. And I can also just let the weight of my leg kind of melt into the ball. Circle both directions, just nice and slow. Get to the outer and inner edges of the calf. You can also choose to go side to side. There's no magic way to do this. We're just rolling the tissue, rolling the fascia, creating length, opening up the connective tissue. So again, if I find a knot, I just found a knot, I can pause and hold and breathe, point and flex my foot, or circle my foot. Circle both directions. Keep relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the hands. All right, now we are going to transition. I'm going to come on up. Let's move our blocks out of the way. I am switching balls. You can keep using your tennis ball or your yoga ball. I'm going to switch to a bigger one just because it's going to be better for you to see for the next activity. So come on up to a standing position. All right, and with the ball, I'm going to go to a blank space on the wall, starting with my right hip. So now we're targeting the glutes and the hips. I'm going to place the ball in the hip area, the glute area, press against the wall, and start to roll. I can roll in circles. I can roll up and down, or side to side. Really important to breathe here. This can be pretty severe, especially if you're not used to this. So again, have kind of a playful approach, lighthearted, and a soft expression on the face. And breathe. If you find a knot, you can pause and hold. Just release into the knot. And breathe. All right, I'm switching to the other side. My left hip, my left glute. Again, the tennis ball is totally fine for this, or the yoga ball. So I'm just using a bigger ball to show you so you can see it. I'm rolling in circles to start with. One side will feel different from the other. That's always true. So you can see that I'm raising my arm, just so you can see it. You don't have to keep your arm up. Keep your hands relaxed normally. I'm rolling in both directions, circling. And again, you can go side to side or up and down. And I found a knot. I'm going to pause and hold, breathe. Try to remain light in my approach because this, again, can feel pretty intense. So just be playful with it. Ooh, okay. I promise you, if you've been on the courts for a long time, playing today or recently, you will feel it in your hips. This will help you, okay? Let's take the ball out, and now we're going to target the upper back area. So I'm going to start on the right side, to the right side of my spine, upper back trap area. I'm coming against the wall again. And again, you can use a smaller ball. I'm just using a bigger one to show you. Same idea of rolling in circles. And it might slip a little bit. You can do some readjustments. Move the hair and clothing out of the way. That's going to get in the way a little bit. I can go up and down. Breathe. We tend to carry lots of stress in the upper back area, the shoulder area. So just try to release into it. And hold. I know you'll find a knot. Find your knot, hold, breathe. Gently press into it. Okay, really nice. Now I'm going to switch sides, left side. Okay, move any hair or clothing out of the way. Find your spot on the wall, and I'll start with some circles. You might hear some crunching, some popping. That is expected. Try to relax the hands, relax the shoulders. Even those shoulders are doing some work. And then side to side is another option. Eventually, this starts to feel good. Up and down is a choice. You can go up and down. Soften the face. It's really easy to grip in the jaw, in the eyebrow area. And then find a knot. Pause, hold, breathe. Maybe close the eyes if that helps. Relax the hands. Okay, so I'm going to remove the ball, place it off to the side, and now I'm coming down onto my back on the mat. Okay, so coming down, I'd like you to just lie down on your back. I'm going to extend my legs nice and long. Let the feet flop open, hands by my side, palms up. Close the eyes if that's comfortable, or just stare at a soft spot on the ceiling. So we're doing this as a check-in. We're checking in, seeing how the body feels after we did some rolling. So focus on the feet. Notice if you still feel any residual sensation from the rolling of the feet. Move up to the calves. You might still feel something left over from the calves, from the rolling. And then we'll notice the hips and the glute area. You can still feel something remaining from the rolling in the hips and the glutes. And lastly, the upper back and shoulder area. That was the last thing we rolled, so it's really likely you'll still feel something in that area. Okay, open the eyes if they're closed. We'll come back up to your seat. And I just want to thank you for joining me in our rolling session today. Thank you for watching, and I really recommend that you try to do this a couple times a week. And once you do that, just see how the body feels.